Do you like 100-year-old chauffeurs? Do you like Pretzel Beer for Oktoberfest? Do you like synthetic fuel that could perhaps be the way of the future? Do you like fancy beer collabs? Well, if you do, stick with us, because that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Yeah. Wow, yeah. Sorry I've been such a lazy asshole lately. Haven't been really pumping out much new content, any content at all. So we're getting back in the groove, and I'm very excited to get this started. It is Hoopties and Brewskis, Newskie Reviewski. I'll be reviewing news about cars as well as beer, sometimes both, and we're just gonna make it fun. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna start with the first article. It is from Fox News. Save your opinions. This is just car related stuff, no politics. Come on now. Published September 20th of this year. 100-year-old gifted car he drove as a chauffeur back in 1964. The guy's name is Eddie Hughes. He's from Lacock, UK, and was gifted a Bentley S3. So just imagine this, your stereotypical fancy schmancy Bentley. So the family that he chauffeured for gifted him this car. He chauffeured for them for about 20 years, and they found it in the United States, Beverly Hills Car Club, and they had it shipped to the UK and repaired it. And the dude can't drive it, which I think is a bummer, because, I mean, when you're 100 years old, you shouldn't be driving. And I know they probably, when they were looking for it, you know, they thought he would be able to drive it for just a little bit longer. Hopefully Eddie Hughes is enjoying it. At the very least, he could probably have his grandkids drive him around in it, you know, so he can flip the what it feels like on the other side of the car, you know what I mean? Next up, we have an article from Autoblog, published September 13th. This is about a company that's taking another step in a different direction. Lately, we have had trends of car companies announcing they're going to be switching to all electric. This company is doing something a little different. Porsche breaks ground on plant to make ground-breaking synthetic fuel. This is pretty cool. This is different. They're going to be able to use this fuel in cars, the cars that they already have, without having to make a mechanical adjustment. There's nothing you have to add to the car, so it can just pump in and bada bing, bada boom. They're going to start using this in their race cars in 2022, then eventually road cars after that. This plant is in South Chile, and the reason why they chose that location is because it's supposed to be one of the windiest parts of the world. In order to make this fuel, they use some kind of science with some other science, and then the windmills, they do it and they make this fuel. Our next article here is going to be about pretzels and beer together. This is from Nerdist, published September 14th. Toast to Oktoberfest with new pretzel beers. So Snyder's, I don't know if you've heard of them, has partnered with Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, and basically they're going to come in two flavors. There's a Marson, which is pretty much like this, very malty, caramelly, and then they're going to have a Frucht. That one is a Gose style, so I think that's pretty cool. Frucht is German for fruit. The Gose version of their pretzel beer is going to be the pretzel flavor, along with passion fruit, guava, and other fruity flavors. You can order it for a low price of $54.99 for a 12-pack. It's pretty expensive, but you know what? If you love craft beer, it's not that bad. So, you want to get in the spirit of Oktoberfest? You want a little salty after finish? Combine your pretzels with your beer. Check them out. I think it's pretty tasty. FYI, this is what I've been sipping on, the Oktoberfest from Samuel Adams. This isn't going to be a brewski review, but I figured I'd tell you because it's pretty good. Anyways, I'm sure you've heard of celebrities, rock bands, wrestlers by some chance. So our last article is going to be a collab of both cars and the beer. I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. That is from Auto Recent. I think it was translated. Main dealerships brew up in concept for a brand new craft beer. That is the title. Main dealerships brew up in concept for a brand new craft beer. I did look at there's other news outlets that have reported this, and they seem a little bit more credible. But you know what? This one was free. Another red flag that popped up, and how I knew this wasn't the most credible source. They reference there's something in the article, they reference a very famous war. They say World Battle II. I googled it. It's not real. It's a cricket game popped up when I googled that. So anyways, so there is a dealership, the Height family up in Maine, that has teamed up with Bigelow Brewing Company, and they are coming out with a beer called the Heights Tin Can Sailor, which is to commemorate the family's father, who was a Navy crewman back in World War II. Cool thing about this beer is they actually donate $1 for every beer they sell to the Skowhegan Free Public Library. So I think that's pretty cool. That, you know, I love beers and you know, that give back to communities or has a purpose behind it. So good for them. Good for Bigelow Brewing and Heights dealerships. Check it out if you're in the area. It's in Maine. But other than that, that was it. I hope you enjoyed these articles. I had fun with it. Like I said, we're going to try to do this every 2 weeks. If you liked fun collabs, such as a dealership and a beer, perhaps a rock band and a beer, we have our next brew is going to be about a very famous wrestler's beer. So stick with it. It's going to be next week. Hoopties and Brewskis, check it out. Keep with me, and I'll keep pumping out content. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.